I'm good. I am with Mallary Hope right now, and we had her out for Rock the Lake last year, and a lot has happened since she was out. So, how are
Yeah,
you doing with life? Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
life is crazy. Stephanie, you want to bring him over here? I'll do a quick introduction
Yes.
before we start our interview. So I have one of these. This is
Oh,
Baby J. Hi. He looks like a little man. All right, now you got to go back to sleep. I had a little baby boy, and his name is Jace, and he was born January 3rd. So I'm drinking lots of coffee to stay awake and alert.
well, he is adorable. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. And then we have a brand new single that is coming out. I think it got shipped to you guys last Friday, and our impact date is March 1st. And I'm so excited about that song. It's called Me.
All
And
right.
have you heard it, Abigail?
I have heard it.
Yay!
So, tell me a little bit more about that song.
Okay, so I wrote the song Me when I was on the Winter Jam tour, which was really awesome tour. I had a blast. But I was out one night and I just, for some reason, was having a bad day and missing my kids and really feeling not good enough. And I felt like I didn't belong. And Satan just really knew how to get to me really quickly and went straight for my insecurities. And I remember sitting on the bus and just crying and thinking, Lord, like, why do you have me out here? I'm not making a difference. I'm not doing anything, like just poor, pitiful me. And I was crying. I'm really upset. And I called my husband. I talked to my friends, and they were really encouraging. That week, I went home, and I was still just kind of struggling with this like comparison thing of like feeling like I was not enough and people weren't going to like me and I wasn't doing enough for God. And so I took that idea into my co-write that week and just told them, I was like, my whole career, I've always had people like try to put me in a box or compare me to other females and tell me they wish I was like this girl or like that girl. And I said, sometimes I start believing that about myself. And I said, I remember screaming out loud and saying, why can't I just be me? Like, why is that so hard? And it was like this light bulb went off and I could really like hear God speak to my heart and tell me like that's the message that I need you to write today. And just to help encourage people that we put labels on ourselves or maybe we believe the lies that people tell us about ourselves and that controls how we think about ourselves. And I just really had this cool visual of God looking down and seeing me in that state of being upset and crying and when he looks and sees me, he doesn't see all these flaws that I see in myself. Like he sees this beautiful masterpiece that he created with his own hands. And that was the image that I wanted to kind of make sure we put in that song is that we may see ourselves one way, the world may see us one way, but God, the creator of all of us, sees us perfectly. And he's going to use us and use those, what we see as flaws, to help other people that are going through the same thing. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, you did. That was so good. Yes. So I'm also hearing rumors of a new album. Can you say anything about that or a release date?
My boss is in the back. I don't think I can tell the date yet, but I will say
Okay.
in almost 2 more months.
Awesome.
That's exclusive for you.
All right. Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
So
So
when you
excited.
when you sit down to write, what does that writing process look like to you? Do you just wing it? Do you spend time in prayer? How do you go about doing that?
So it's different really every time. Sometimes I'll be just sitting around at home or sitting on the bus and I will get an idea, a song or lyric, something with a melody. I get both at the same time, and it'll hit me, and I'll just start singing it over and over, and then I'll kind of ponder on it, and I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm the kind of writer that I don't think too much. if I thought about it too much, I would get bored and I would never finish a song. So I just go with what I feel in the moment, and sometimes it takes 20 minutes, sometimes it takes 2 hours. If it takes longer than 2 hours, then I usually move on. But but yeah, I just kind of go with what I feel, and I'll pick up my guitar sometimes with just like like with me, the song "Me." I was going through that battle of feeling really unimportant and insignificant, and nobody could see me for me, and struggling with that. And so I just put what I felt into that song, and I found about myself that I don't write songs that aren't real or from a real place very well. Like I can't just make up something. Usually all of my songs have a story behind them of something that I've walked through or I've seen a friend go through. So I just pull from if I know you, then I can write about you, and we have a like an understanding. If you're a friend of mine or we're married, well we're not married. I'm just married to one person, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, no limits. I can write about you.
All right. Well, I'll have to tell you some stories sometime.
Yeah, please do. I actually have had people send me, their testimony and ask me to write songs for them. And I'm working on a really special song right now for my brother, my oldest brother, and his wife, who had struggled for 3 years to have a baby, and were told they would have a 1% chance to ever have a baby on their own, and they tried in vitro twice unsuccessfully, and super faithful people, love the Lord, and they had just stepped away from their dream of having a baby for a while, and said, God, we're not gonna go after this right now. We're just gonna step away. And they actually told us at Thanksgiving they were pregnant naturally, and they found out
Wow.
they're having twins. So it's a really cool, just how amazing God is story that I'm working on with that. So really, I just pull from my family and friends or things that I go through.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. So if you could collab with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh man. Okay, so can I have a few different categories?
Yes.
Okay. In the country world, it would be Dolly Parton. In the dead world, it would be Elvis. I'm gonna have like categories, or Karen Carpenter, because she's
Okay.
one of my favorite voices ever. In the Christian world, it would be right now. I'm so obsessed with Danny Goki's new song,
Yes.
and I post about it all the time. So I would love to sing with him. I feel like he sings kind of like I do, from just a real place, and he goes with his emotion and what he's feeling. And I know him, and we work together. He actually recorded a song of mine when he was doing country music, and so I adore him, and I think he's a great singer. So I would love to just stand on stage and sing with him. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of different categories. Adele, the pop side would be Adele, and I could keep going on and on.
Yes. All right. Do you have any upcoming tour dates?
No, we don't actually. Right now, we're gonna start working on the second record in like the beginning of this year. So I'm gonna be busy in the creative side, writing new music, recording new music, and then hopefully the summer and fall we'll start filling up with dates, and we'll get out on the road, and I'll be the crazy lady with the baby boy attached to her. So.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll get some Ohio dates.
Yes, I'm sure I will. I think we did quite a lot in Ohio last year, and in the winter too, which it got really cold up there.
Yeah, I was actually just going back through Winter Jam pictures of last year, and I'm like, oh, that was so fun.
It was fun. It was fun. I'm not gonna rule out doing Winter Jam in 2020. That would be fun.
Yeah. So how can people find you on social media if they want to get connected?
So you guys can find me on Instagram, Mallary Hope. I think it's Mallary_Hope. Yeah, Mallary. I'm also on Facebook, Mallary Hope, and yeah, I don't really use Twitter. Does anybody tweet anymore?
I use it a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Okay, I forget that I even have that, and then I'll look at it. But yeah, I'm on Instagram, girl, all the time. So find me on there, send me a message, follow me, swipe up.
All the terms, right?
Yes. How are you? How's everybody at the station?
We're doing great. We are getting ready for something new, a Rock the Lake announcement party. So we are not telling anybody who's coming to Rock the Lake this year until that party, and we're bringing in one of the artists for a mystery concert.
How fun!
Yeah.
When is the date for that?
February 24th, so 2 weeks.
All right. Well, I'll have to watch so I can see who the mystery guest is.
Yes, I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
I'll never forget playing for you guys on the lake and all the bugs that were flying in my face.
We always have some kind of bug story with every artist.
Crazy. I know. I've never seen bugs like that before. I think I ate about 15.
Protein, right?
Yes. Protein.
Yes.
I should have done the whole thing like this.
Well, thank you so much, Mallary, for talking with us. I hope you just continue to live out God's plans for your life, and I can't wait to hear more music and hopefully see you in concert again.
Thank you so much, Abigail.